Ooh, it's me again. Thought I'd come on again because Finn has gone for a nap and I was about to, Emily, if you're on here watching, I was about to send you, don't know if you got your message on Instagram, but I was about to go to the post office, but I didn't have your postcode. I need your postcode. So I'm sorry. I hate saying this, but I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. You will be getting it this week. But I've written it all out. It's on the side in the hallway, and then I was like, you sent me a address, and I was like, where's the postcode? Because I definitely need that on it as well. Well, I just thought I'd see if anyone's about for a random chat. Because he's gone to sleep and I'm not doing much today. I'm chilling because it's Valentine's Day. I will be after anyway. So I thought I'd burn, what's this one? Incenses. Strawberry. See if anyone comes on to say hi. And that's how I could tell Finn was tired before, because it was getting a bit ratty and stuff. I found my cup. And guess where it was? In Finn's bedroom. I just thought maybe it's in there. I don't think I looked. I thought it was behind one of his toys. I think I'd gone in because he said I want to play my bedroom earlier on, and I just put it on the side. There was playing, and obviously just walked off and thought that's why I was like, oh, I don't know where it is. I can't find it anywhere. So I found it. Having some chocolate as well. Digestive biscuit. So glad I've got my nails on. I feel weird when I've not got the nails on, even if they're not as long or longer. I'm looking at them now and I'm thinking I should have done them longer, but I just want to say again, happy Valentine's Day. Seen loads of people's cute posts, you know, with what they've got and stuff. Remember this cup I got from the charity shop? And I came home the other day from my appointment and I was like, what are all these in there? They're not even mine. They're not Finn's. I was thinking, why have they appeared in this cup? But then I rang his nan and said, do you know about these, you know, plastic bead things? And she was like, oh yeah, I had them in a bag. I don't know if it was a bracelet or something that I broke that, you know, one of the kids in the family had made. But I was like, oh, she said you could have used them for something. I was like, God, I thought someone was leaving gifts, like they appeared in this cup. And I was like, where are they from? They're not mine. I've just thought what I'm going to use this for, because I've not drank out of it. And it's really cute and pretty. And I thought, I know. I'm going to, when I manage to get one, I haven't seen any about. Obviously I can order offline and stuff, but I want to put a cacti in it. I think I'm going to use it for a cacti, because I want a little display on the dining table. I think a little, what are they called? Not an aquarium. Are they called an aquarium? The things, I do like them glass little things as well you put plants in. Is it aquarium? It's not aquarium, that's a fish thing, isn't it? Or is that what they're called? I don't know. I'd quite like them. But I was just sat. I don't think anyone's watching because it says nobody is, but like I said, it's recorded, so that's good. I was just doing a page for Valentine's Day. It was only a quick one. And I've wrote on here, love is not just about who you love and who loves you. It's also about self-love and making sure you're giving yourself love and kindness. Like I said today, if you're not, don't be sad if you're not with anyone, or you've just come out of a relationship and you're like, oh God, it's right near Valentine's Day and I'm feeling really lonely and, you know, a bit down because you know, you see people's posts on Facebook. Oh, I need a pillow for my back. Oh, I'm gonna, Tammy soon, I'm gonna have to start doing yoga. I need to get it back in again and stretch myself out. Might do some after when Finn's gone, actually. Let's get a pillow. Hi, Kelly. I'm just bored. I've not got much to do today. Thought I'd just come on for a random chat and see who's on, but yeah, I was just saying about people, because I saw your cute post before, but I was saying people shouldn't feel upset if they see people's posts, you know, like when people put them up, like you put yours up, it's cute though, you know, oh, woe is me, I'm not with anyone and all that. You know what I say, Kelly, don't you? Like I've said last Valentine's Day, go and buy yourself your own chocolates and flowers. Don't feel daft. Like this was my Valentine's present to myself, but I did buy it the other week because you know I like mugs. But it was in the Valentine's section, and I'm just treating myself to some like facials and stuff tonight. I'm on a budget, so I'm not. I was gonna go and buy some chocolate and that, but I've got bits of chocolate in, and I thought I've got some face masks and a rose face mask, which funny enough, roses and things like that are to do with love. So I've got a rose facial mask, and I haven't looked what's on telly tonight. I'm just hoping, or if not, I'll have to go on Netflix. There's like a romantic comedy on or something. I'd love it. I'm going to say this now because you know when you say things, things happen. So if it's not on tonight, it'll probably be on very soon because I always say this and then I see it and I'm like, oh, the film Serendipity, because I just love that film. Do you like my nails, Kelly? But it's funny talking earlier about positivity and stuff because I know you did all that stuff to bring, well, you brought back who you with, you know, your ex, which was good. Maybe I should take this out with me on Sunday. But like I said, I'm not going to get too like, oh, it definitely might be him, because it might not be. It might just be feeling like that. But, you know, it could be someone around this month anyway. I know I used to put it in my bag. The only thing I'm worried about is if it breaks. But I guess, you know, in case I banged my bag on something. But I guess I could like put it in a bag and like pad it out a bit. So it might, then again though, I have got this. Because what I do sometimes when I feel like it is, I used to have a lot of these, you know, these little, if you get gifts given to you sometimes with these little, what they call, gauze bag, what they call, organza bags or whatever. I had a few anyway, and I've got some white ones, they're bigger than this, and I used to put, sometimes, I used to put different crystals and stones in, put them in the bag, you know, if you want to carry that energy around with you. These ones have just got loads of little rose quartz in for love. So I could carry this around, or I had this necklace ages ago. I really could, I'm saying get it fixed. I could probably do it myself. I'm just seeing if it's got a hole at the top. I think it has. I have got jewellery glue, so, but it's a rose quartz. It was a pendant, you know. Maybe I should fix it. And I could carry that in my bag because it's small enough and it's not gonna. And what I used to love about these was, especially gem jewellery anyway, I mean, this is obviously smooth and not rough and it's a heart, you know, I love hearts, but when I used to wear it, even this is what I used to use this for, this little cauldron shape, because it's like a dome and it goes in on the back. It might sound a bit daft, but when I used to have it on a longer chain, you know, if you're feeling anxious about something or you were sort of trying to think, putting your intention out there, or when you were out and about, I used to just rub underneath it because I like the feel of it underneath, you know, and think about something. A bit like when people use their rosemary beads and stuff, do you know what I mean? I used to rub under that, so, and I used to do it with that as well because I like the feel of it because it's smooth. It's quite warm at the minute because, you know, gemstones, you can tell a true gemstone and that because they're cold, but it's warm at the minute. It's warm because it's Valentine's Day, but yeah, maybe I'll keep that out and I'll I'll take that out of here because this had a little, I can get rid of this. It had a spell going ages ago in it. What else has it got? Anything else in there? Oh, it's got, what else? Apart from a load of dried flowers. Amethyst. Which I'll have to clean this out and put another one in there, funny enough, with little roses on. Maybe I'll have to do one for Sunday. Stick that back on there. Yeah, I think I'll leave that. I'll take that out. I just said as well, Kelly, trying to show you before, did you see my little crystal box out of one of them boxes from B&M's that had the little milk bottle drinky things in? They ended up getting smashed anyway, and I put like some art stuff in that, and I thought, oh no, I'll use it for my little gemstones, and then when I get the bigger crystally gemstones, I can get a better, you know, storage thing to put on that. Yeah, I'm thinking of like on the top, it's got shells on it at the minute, you can see there. Maybe painting the moon phases on, you know, from a full moon and, you know, going down like that. And I might do it on this as well because this was from the works. It's got stuff on it. I might glaze it, I might try and glaze it. But this was from the works for £1. So, you know, and I painted it black everywhere. Because black's a good colour, you know, for not letting negative things in and stuff like that, keeping it away. But and then I had this gold bag with the pendulum that I showed you. But I might put, you know, paint a moon picture on there as well. I might gloss it, I might just leave it. But it's only acrylic paint, as it was natural wood, but the works for £1, so you can keep your little, if you like, little bits of crystals in there or little bits of jewellery or your pendulum. But that was I can't remember what this called. I'm sure it was a moonstone, but like a milky moonstone. I don't know. Don't know if somebody knows, but it's a bit. I want a few more of these. I've actually ordered from for my birthday, and it was as cheap as chips, and I'm hoping it's like real. It's probably tiny when it comes because obviously I think it's from China, and like when it comes it's probably like mega small. It's not a piece of clothing. I think it's where's my phone? Let me have a look. I think it's a piece of jewellery. It's a pendant. I think it's on a chain. I'm not bothered about the chain. It was more about the pendant. And it was like a bright pink, but it said the colours won't be true. So I'm thinking it's probably not as bright pink as it is. And it didn't look like, I don't know, like it should have been that colour. But I guess I'll see when it comes. See if I can find it. Yeah, it was £1.27. So it reckons it is. Oh, the seller is away, but the delivery is in process. It'll probably take ages anyway. New Woman Natural Crystal Quartz Chakra Bead Gemstone Necklace Pendant. This. I don't know how big they are. Can you see? And I was just drawn to that, so I don't know when that'll be coming. I don't know. It was probably going to be about that big when it comes. But this I've had for a while. And I did actually make my own, what do you call it? I don't know what they call Kelly, like the thing that gives you the answers, a board for it, pendulum board. And it was just paper, and I think I laminated them, you know, ones have different questions, so I'll have to try that again because I could bring that back to Which Ways. Or what I'd really like to do is you can buy on eBay, wherever, like, yeah, I did use it a lot, but I'm so, I forget that I've got stuff. I was showing them tarot cards and oracle decks. I've got 9 decks altogether and didn't even realise I had that many because they're shoved under there and I haven't sorted that shelf out yet. I'm going to do it this weekend because I haven't got a thing, and I thought, get that all sorted out with my books on one shelf, you know, to do with different things, because I was just showing, I don't know where it is, it's probably in front of my face, no, it's back over there, yeah, you should, I was thinking about that today, I should try and do something where, I don't know how much they are though, but I know you can do a lot online and stuff, but I was thinking that about, like, because zodiac signs, you know, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, well that's the thing, Kelly. I mean, I don't know what path you're on, if you just call it spiritual, but spiritual, witchy, hi Jack, the witchy path, spiritual path, whatever sort of thing, because they're all like the same to me, is when they say sometimes, some people say, oh, if you're on the path of a witch, it's a year and a day, or blah, blah, blah. I just think, no, it is forever, and you're always learning. So, yeah, spiritual sides, you know, you're always learning, and you've got to keep learning, and you're learning new things, and you want to delve deeper into different things and things that you're attracted to, like things you might not like. Well, a little bit, Jack, a little bit. I'm just randomly waffling, whatever's coming up. And some things you might not have been attracted to, like you might think people are. I'm just talking about not just witchy, spiritual, you know, because spirituality, a lot of people do sort of the same things as that as well, if you know what I mean. But say someone was like, oh, you like using tarot cards, whatever, and you're like, oh, have you ever used a crystal ball? Some people might go, no, I'm not really into that. But then somewhere down the line, you might get into that because maybe once you've done with learning the tarot properly and stuff like that, you might want to go and learn something else. So I want to try and learn the tarot properly because I only delve in. I do pull a card every day when I don't forget. And when I was doing the old, like, they're on here now because I'm trying to get used to them again. The old, you know, sort of traditional deck, because there's all sorts of decks and they are gorgeous. And I did show some of them last night, you know, with the major arcana and stuff. And I mean traditional pictures as in these sort of, you know, sort of ones instead of like the fantasy style ones. These are all upside down and everywhere. I know, because I don't know if anyone's noticed, but when I normally do a chat, I pull a card out if I remember. And some videos I go, oh, I'm going to pull a card out, and I pull it out and then totally forget to tell you after. But normally, I don't know if anyone's noticed that when I pull a card out, it's always to do with what I'm talking about. Always to do with what I'm talking about. So I know they work. And these cards I did use years ago, and I started... Obviously, the more you use them, you're going to look at your book, but the more you use them, you're going to start knowing what the cards mean when they come up and you're doing a reading for someone or yourself. And then, in the end, you're going to become a bit more... I'll pull a card in a minute, Kelly. After that, you'll probably start seeing more things in the card. Intuitivity, I can't say it, coming in as well. And then you can sort of read your other cards that have got different pictures in, because they're all like, you know, the same meaning, but different pictures. Some people just go off what they think that day that card means to them. But I'd love to start learning more about this and zodiac signs and you know, that sort of thing, and my pendulum, because I'll go back to the cards in a minute, but I did I've done it again. Where have I put it? It's in the box. It's in the box. So you need to put things in a safe place. And I did do that, and I remember when I first got back with Finn's dad, before I had Finn, I was doing all this, and I was trying to explain to him one night when he came round, and I did say, ask it a question and it'll tell you. I don't know what the question was he asked, but he was like, his face was a bit like, because it had told him yes or no to whatever it was he'd asked, and he was a bit like, oh my God, and he said he could feel, you know, energy in his finger, because I'll see now. Oh, it does me head in when people saying, oh, you're moving it. Like, you're not moving it, you're trying to keep your hand as still. But I always say, some people will say, yeah, that's what I mean, you can try and do that sometimes. I don't know if it'll do it now, but I always say, you know, some people say, oh, it swings round for yes, or swings this way for no, or this way for yes. I normally always ask. How old are they now? I'll see what this one says. I've not used this for a long time. I'm going to try and get it in view. I don't want to go, yeah, it's up there, and you think I'm going like this. Yeah, I've never really fancied the crystal ball thing. Ah, so it was right then, wasn't it? So I'll just ask it now. Anyone coming on now will be like, what the hell? Right. Can you show me? Yes. Circle stop. Can you show me? No. Thank you. What's that? So my no is, you know, like no, it was going across. And yes is round. And I think that's what mine's always been. Yes has been a circle for me. And no has always been, you know, what do you call it? A cross sort of thing. So, and I did do, and they were only, I'll just say that again, Jack. They were only little like paper ones that I'd made and laminated. But you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to get off eBay somewhere you can get like, oh, right. What, now you mean, or do you want me to, what, right, hang on a minute, Jack. I'll just finish off what I was going to say because I'll forget. Do you like my little owl? That was my nana's. Yeah, or I wouldn't mind making one myself as well because I might have to get one for my birthday because, oh, palmistry I want to look at as well, and I've asked my sister to get that for my birthday, so I'll have to come and show you when I've got it. But I need to start putting more of an effort, you know what I mean, and not being so lazy with stuff. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you can get like, I don't know what they call, don't know if Jack knows, like a flat, might have to think about it. The flat like pieces of wood, you know, like if you cut a tree in half and you've got like a thin disc, like, I don't know what they're called, and you can get them and you can paint them and write them on, so obviously it'd be a circle and you could write your own little pendulum chart thing on it, whatever they're called. Yeah, so I can't remember what yours look like now, Kelly. I'll have to go back on your Instagram. Was it on your Instagram? Yeah, like a sheet of timber, but it's round, you know, it's an actual piece of tree that's been cut in a circle. Yeah, I'll have to look on. Oh, no. No. I don't like Ouija boards. I know some people say it's probably like the same thing, but yeah, I'd rather use a pen. Well, even though it is like that, yeah, but I'd rather use or make my own. But piece of timber. Well, right. You know when you get like, hang on, I'll show you. You can cleanse it and bless it yourself and all that. Let me find it. What would you call it? Did years ago. Oh. What would you call it? Like a, oh my god, I don't know what they're called. Wooden disc. I don't know. I really don't know what they're called. Yeah, here they are. Oh, no. No. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. They're called natural round wooden discs, slices. I'll show you the picture. Get them in all different sizes. See? It's like, can you see? You can see the bark around the outside, so you get them in different sizes. People use these as well to, like the big ones, they use them as mats, you know, like coasters or whatever. You can put your cauldron on them, or people put crystals on. You can make your own crystal grid out of them. So, like I said, sometimes when you're crafting something yourself, it's more powerful, and that because you've put your own intentions and energy and everything on it. So, how much are they? £3 something to £9 odd, free P&P, obviously different sizes. So, which is the biggest size? Oh, you get like the small ones, you get like 100 pieces, but they're like the tiny ones. The biggest ones, I think, you get 10 pieces, so that's good because, oh, they're like £5.80. But different sizes, so look for that wooden, yeah. I don't know what you just said then, Jack, but I don't know if you've seen them before, but people use them like, because I said I wanted to make a crystal grid, so you can make so you could have little crystal grids about. You don't have to have a big one because you might be doing a crystal grid for somebody, so you could have little ones. Yeah, so that's good. But what was I going to say then? Oh yeah, I found it, Jack. It was in Finn's bedroom. Yeah, you can make your own crystal grid, so you can do, because I like to be quite modern, you can do a big crystal grid for family and home, which is good to have like on a dining room table, sometimes in the middle of your house, sending it, keeping all the love in and everything, because if you turn your crystal points round like this, I've just ordered some more of these because I didn't have the pointers. Because I went in his room and he was playing upstairs a bit earlier on, and I must have just put it on the side and forgot. I thought it was him, it was me. Just totally forgot. If you put the pointers in on your crystal grid, it's keeping it in the home. If you're sending it out to someone, you put the pointers out, obviously, out. And then you've got your, what's it called? Your conductor crystal. I have spoke about this before. Which mine was in this when I did a wish bowl with a few people in it. This one. So you can have your conductor in the middle. I haven't got enough crystals. You don't have to have loads. And then I've got these. Is it Valentine or whatever? I can't remember. Shards. And then you can put different ones in between, and then you've got your pointer. So if you want it out, send it out, or you want it in. Yeah, Valentine. I can never say it. In, keep it in your home. So if you've got one for home, you can keep the love and everything in. Whatever you're sending, your intentions, and if you're sending it out to someone, or like I just said, you could have like them pieces of wood. You could have mini crystal grids and do little mini ones, because obviously, like I was showing you before, with the little tiny gemstones, you can do little mini ones for people. So if you sending some love out to somebody, or you know, positive energy and all that sort of stuff, healing, you know, energy and stuff like that, you can have little separate ones, even if it's dotted about. It doesn't have to be on your altar if you're not into all that. It can be dotted about. The whole home can be your altar. I've got one. It is, where is it? I've got one somewhere. Let me show it you. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's not happening again. If I don't know where it is, where is it? Where are you? It is. I actually don't know where it is. Oh, it might be. Hang on. Oh, Jack, it's another thing I've got to look for. It's gone. I had it out the other day. Where's that gone? Let's see if it's in the box. No, it's gone. I'm really like, where's that gone? Oh, Jack, you just reminded me, and I don't know where it is. Is it on that? I have got one. I've shown it the other day. It's pointed at both ends. I'm sure it's. Oh, I'm getting really forgetful. Well, that's the thing I'll be searching for again, because, oh, I can see it. Such a div. It's over here, look. Looking at me. Because I keep moving things about. See? here. Ugh. Honestly, going mad. I just keep going, oh, I've lost this and I've lost that. Not actually looking properly. Yep. That was it, yeah. I found it. Well, I used that as if you're doing a crystal grid, you can point at the different, but I think people do crystal grids different, but I did mine on, you go around and touch each stone, but like I said, you do things the way that feel to you. But let me do Kelly a card. I'm just trying to, oh, I've got the hiccups now. I'm just trying to make sure I've put them two back that I had, because I thought I put them out before. So let me check that they're back in. And I'll see. But yeah, going back to what Kelly was saying about practicing, well, not practicing more, but learning more. And I mean, that's what my card said yesterday. Learning more and, you know, looking into things, putting a bit more energy on it, and taking classes. Because I have seen classes. I mean, there's a lot actually. Yeah, I will. There's a lot actually that you can, you know, you can pay for it, but there's a lot actually you can learn on YouTube, because people do free sort of classes with, like, probably the I think Mandy C does, I'm sure she does, with the sort of, what do you mean? There should be £5 a time. What do you mean? I know there's a few ones on YouTube that will do it, you know, for the sort of card reading anyway, of like the bog standard sort of spreads and stuff. What, £5 a time? What do you mean, the ones that you go into and you open up and it's just like a recorded sort of thing and you just like pay £5 to... Do you mean one of them? Because I know there's them sort of things. But there are a lot of people, if you look on YouTube, that you can get the bog standard thing. I mean, then again, you can look into it online anyway, because there's a lot of stuff, you know, how to learn them yourself. I mean, some people, it's not always about, I mean, yeah, you can go and pay people, but like me, I'm on a budget. But there are a lot of things that you can find out by just learning yourself. I think some people worry because they're like, oh, am I doing it right? You know, because if you've got a tutor there, especially if you've got these ones that speak to you and it's online and you're actually talking to people, you know, the live ones, you know, you feel a bit more, and that's fine, you know, if you're someone who needs that off someone, people can do that. Hi, plants time. Finn's just gone for a nap. He's going at 3 to his nana's, and I'm just, you know, just doing a random chit chat, whatever. You know, you can go to them, because, you know, people learn different ways, don't they? Oh, you mean they come to your home and but how much do you pay them? How much do you pay? Yeah, I know what you mean, because I quite like talking to people as well, but I'd have to see, because that's what I mean, you want like the guidelines, don't you, sometimes? Open what up? If you open what up? Oh, like, yeah, but how long is it? Like, do you spend an hour with them, or is it like half an hour, or do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I haven't looked into it properly. Just checking the time. Unless I know you well, you're not getting in my house. Well, you can do online ones, can't you, where you're talking to someone? What is what, £5, £5 half an hour or something? Right, I'm doing Kelly's, so I'll shuffle. A message for Kelly. Ooh. And you've got 2. So, 3 of Wands. And obviously I'm not brilliant at this, so I'm looking with my book. Oh, here she goes. Oh. Right, now the book's gone missing. Do you know what? I really think, you know, like... Oh, here it is. Something's seriously not right with me at the minute. My energies are like... well, I know that one's alright anyway, but... Oh. Right, hang on. Wandy ones. It says, Kelly, the 3 of Wands. Opportunity. The 3 of Wands is a card of luck. Well, there you go. Showing that your ship will soon come in and that your current worries... I'm sure you've had this before. I'm sure I did one of these before and it was the same. Worries will soon be resolved. You may need just a little more patience, but you can be assured that your troubles will soon be at an end. And then the other one... Oh, that was Queen of Wands as well. I wasn't even looking properly then. So you've got 2 wands. Could be representing something, someone in your life or whatever. But so it's a Queen of Wands. So you have a physical description and then the meaning. So the physical description is a dignified woman of fiery temperament. She is likely to be fair with blue or hazel eyes. The meaning of the card is a freedom-loving woman who is lively, active and creatively gifted. Yeah, it sounds like me. The one what? She may run a business or hold a responsible position. She is a warm-natured and practical organiser of others. A lover of nature. Don't know who this woman might be, Kelly. She's got hazel eyes. So it's like a good one, you know, someone... showing you good things, I think. I don't know who that is in your life. It could be. Sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? That's a good card though. I'll do one for Jack. So let me make sure that these are all started off the right way around first. Did jump out. My devil card jumped out of the deck this morning. Literally went pa-ting. And some people, it's funny really because you can do like the you can do like spreads, you know, like you'll get spreads in this deck, you know, like when you just do the 3 cards where it's just like past, present and future, and then there's the bigger ones which I did do years ago. That's why I need to start looking back into it, you know, and you start maybe liking like a different, you know, layout, like the bigger ones and stuff, and that's the, you know, the 3 card spread, like I was just saying. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. That's just totally gone out of my brain. I don't even know what I was going to say about the spreads. But it doesn't mean that even if you make a spread up, because I've seen loads of people on YouTube, I've seen people going, oh, I shuffle like this and then I split it and then I put this there, and some people, I tell you what I do sometimes. Happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. T. I'll tell you what I do sometimes. I will, just let me make sure, Jack, that these are all, I will, yep, I will, yeah, sometimes spread them out on the floor and then put my hand over and hover a bit, and if I feel a bit of energy tingling on a card, that's the card I'll pick. So it's not always the way people say it is. It's like I keep saying, it's the way you feel it should be. Right. A message for Jack. Oh, a message for Jack Voodoo. Oh, nearly. I'm waiting for one to pop out. Message for Jack. got a good one, Jack. I know. I've not looked at these cards for age, but I know this is a good one. It's a nice one. You've got the stars. Look, it's like the little drawings I draw with the little stars. You've got the star. You might know what this is anyway. I think this is in the Major Arcana, I'm assuming, because I've not been looking a lot. It's in my book. Is it? I'm sure it is. Yes, and it is. The meaning is insight. Insight, understanding and hope for the future. This card is a good indication that wishes will be fulfilled, not always as one expects, but even so, the unexpected can have a good result. The star shows good health and that gifts will be given. The spiritual dimension of life should not be ignored. Oh. Anyone else want me to pull a card for them who's on at the minute? Not that I'm like card reading today or anything. I'm just talking about I need to get back into them and stuff and learn it, so I'm not looking at the book. But anybody, Mrs. T. But well, there you go then. The cards are always right. Cards are always right. So like I said, the cards the other day told me that I was going through a bit of a, oh my God, not worrying lows, but I know what it was. It was about me thinking about my career, and when I had to go to the appointment the other day, and because it's coming nearer, I'm thinking, oh my God, but, you know, saying it's going to work out. I've got to work at it, obviously, like you do. You can't just expect it just to fall in your lap. You have got to put the effort in. That's what I was saying about if I want to start learning cards properly and, like, the zodiac and all that. I've got to do it. I've got to sit down and do it. Oh, is that what it's to do with? Well, could be one of your wishes, isn't it? So, yeah. Let's just see if... I mean, I've done mine today, but we'll just see if anything else pops out. Oh. Well, that just... Me and Kelly are always getting the same sort of things. She had the 3 of Wands, so I've got 2. Oh. And guess what this one is about? This is why I don't want to do any more on it, because it just keeps saying the same thing. Oh no. It says, partnership. A successful and prosperous partnership is often shown by the appearance of the 2 of Wands. A meeting of minds will enhance projects and lead to success. Think more positively about your prospects, which I just said then about career-wise, but it also could be to do with partnership, as in, you know, some meeting I might be going on Sunday, but that's a good card. But because I've really done my cards for today, I'm not going to keep pulling mine. But yeah, so that was my card chat anyway. But is anyone doing anything for Valentine's Day today? Is anyone going out for a meal? What? Oh, I know. I don't know, Jack. Is anyone, are you staying in, watching a film, you know, not cooking? Or are you cooking a Valentine's meal? Or are you, you know, ordering a meal in because you can't be bothered and it's like treat night? Or like, what's everyone doing? Obviously, I'm having a my night to me night. I'm just, like I said, I'm just hoping there's something good on to watch, like Serendipity. I'm going to keep saying Serendipity because then it'll probably be on, even if it's not on tonight. Next week I'll be like, Serendipity. No. Yeah, I like The Craft, not that 50 Shades of Grey. Can't be doing with it. But yeah, but what you are you cooking tonight? Is anyone getting a takeout? Or like I said, I'm just doing face masks and stuff tonight. I'm doing me tonight. I'm having a chilled. So I probably won't come on tonight. This is probably my chat for today. And then I can chill out tonight and have a Valentine's night to myself. Oh yeah, happy life, happy wife. But you've got to be happy as well, Jack. But if you're happy because she's happy, then that's fine. I'm having soup tonight, I think. And also, this might sound mad, but some of you'll know and some of you don't know, but you can, talking about witchy stuff, if any of you in England, you might know in America, I don't know, but Emmerdale, I don't watch Emmerdale, but Bernice, if anyone doesn't know this in England and you didn't see the programme, then I'm going to tell you. Bernice is actually a witch. Bernice off, I don't know what her real name is, but the woman who plays Bernice on Emmerdale, I don't mean she's a witch in Emmerdale, she plays a witch. I mean, she's a witch in real life, but she's a kitchen witch. And if you don't know what that is, that's like, I think she said kitchen witches. Like, I know this might sound mad to people, but oh, if you're cooking, I know it sounds mad, you could do this tonight. If anyone's cooking tonight, and Jack could probably already know about this, say you're cooking a meal, put your intentions on that meal. As you're cooking it, I know it might sound mad to some people if you've just tuned in or you're watching after, think, what is she going on about again? You're putting your intentions on it. That's the magic in it. You're putting your intentions on it. You're thinking about love. You're thinking about, you know, he's going to love this food. It's so tasty. You're putting all your loving vibes on it and everything. And, well, hopefully like that food even more. But that is like a kitchen witch, is when you're making food. And even, I'm a bit like this anyway. So people might be like, oh, I think it's cute. But say you were making a cup of coffee in the morning for your wife or husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You would, say you got like, you know what they're called. I'm not going to go and get one because I can't be bothered. But, you know, like, we could do it with a spoon, the end of a spoon. But as you're stirring the coffee, stir it in a heart shape. Think of love as you're making this coffee for that person. And, like, think about it and put good vibes on. You know it works because I did the rice experiment last year. And I keep saying, if you don't know what that is, you're going to have to go back and find it. Dr. Emoto's, what's it called now? Dr. Emoto's rice experiment, but that was to do with water crystals. If anyone doesn't know about that story, go and Google Dr. Emoto. But we did it with rice and we know it worked, and I'm going to try it on my orchids next to see what happens with that, because I did put the only thing is I feel really awful, but I did snap, that's cute, I did snap one of the plants off by accident yesterday, but it's on the wall because I'm going to try and dry it out. But I did put, where is it? Oh yeah, here, can't even see it. Painted that the other day, and it has got rose quartz crystals on it. I had to stake it up a little bit. I didn't have proper garden stake, so I've had to use skewers because they flowered, they're heavy and they just fall over now. But there's some more growing. They've really come out since last week. I think these are from Aldi, you know, so, and the pink. But they're lovely. And you can do, as I was saying with crystal grids, you could do flower grids as well, and you can use flowers. But like I said, I am bringing witchy ways back, so. Oh, there's 4 on there. I didn't notice the other one. It's just come out and surprised me. I will be talking about stuff like that for those of you who are interested or just intrigued or just like watching me chat. And I've realised another thing as well. All the stuff I do on here, whether you think it's rubbish or whatever, I've just come to realise that the main thing, magic doll, what do you mean? I don't think I use any, Jack. You have to tell me what you mean. It's the actual, even if I'm not on live, I just love chatting to people, and like, I do like coming live even though it's knackering sometimes. Oh, I thought you meant what type of magic doll, you know, a doll, a toy, do I like? I thought, oof, not heard of that one before. Me, candle, which I was just looking at today because I've not got any candles. I've got tea lights, but I want some different coloured candles because I want to start doing some stuff. Crystal, gemstones, whatever. I think, if I think about it, I think it's candle magic that I do, because even this here, sorry, someone's commenting on Facebook or something, was part of a spell. Still got the bits in, I need to clean it up now, but it did have a candle burning on the side, and you can do it any way you want, but I will be showing stuff like this, how I do stuff. But I'd probably say it is candle with things with the candles, with flowers and crystals. Oh, I don't hex. I know some people do, but I don't because I don't. I don't think I've ever done it. And if I did do something, it would maybe be just something to stop someone from like harming themselves, something like that. But I don't do that. I know some people do because I was just watching someone live this morning that said, going on about narcissists and said, oh yeah, they'd hex a narcissist because I went out with a narcissist and they're not nice people. But no, I'm not really into that. But I know, whatever. I just think, karma and all that could come back, could rebound in a bad way sometimes. So I don't bother with that. I just do stuff to not hex. No. I've had guys making sleazy comments on here and I just think, well, whatever, because you get people like that in life and I just think I don't think about it now because I just think, whatever, you get people like that in life. Men do say stuff like that, not all men. You get trolls and stuff, and I'm not just talking about in what we're talking about now, but you do get that in life and it is part of life, and I just think you just think that's their problem if you want to come out with whatever you want to come out with. Even some of the things that have happened to me in relationships, not all of them, have just been really like upsetting and think, why do people treat people like that? But other people would be like, friggin' hell, I'd hex the hell out of them and I'd be putting like proper bad vibes on them, this, that and the other. But I sort of, even from being mad before Christmas, I still sort of think, do you know what, just forget about it. I see it like, do you know what, maybe they'll grow up one day, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll realise, maybe they won't. Yeah, but some people are just like that, and I just think now, as I'm getting older, when you're younger, you can get a bit angrier more quickly, and it isn't nice. And especially when you've had a drink, sometimes it might come out a bit more. Obviously, if I've had a drink, the madness might come out a bit more because you're not thinking straight when you've had a drink. Especially if someone said something when they're drunk as well. But I see it more now like maybe it's not their fault because maybe they were brought up around that situation at home where they see that as normal, like maybe putting a woman down or calling her, maybe they see that as normal because that's what they were brought up around, so therefore they don't know it as, do you know what I mean? I know that's why I don't really drink that much anymore because you're not in control of yourself. You could say something wrong or it could come out wrong and you didn't mean to say it like that and it came out wrong and then people take offence and then a fight starts and then that's it, it's all kicked off. But in the sense of, in a way, you're a better person to just let something go. I know there's sometimes something has to be said. I'm more one of them that I'll take it and I'll be thinking about it and it'll be brewing like this. And then all of a sudden I'll just be like, Fah! And then everyone's like, oh, Jesus, I didn't know she was. And I'm like, no, I can be when I'm pushed. But at the end of the day, normally when I've done a few rants on here, only a few, and I'm like really mad because it's just happened. After I'll calm down and think, do you know what, it's not even worth it. I am not putting my energy thinking about that person or thinking this, that and the other because it's feeding them and it's just taking that positive light and energy away from yourself. And all it does is make you feel ill, if it's something that's brewing or continuously going on. So I'll get my own back in other ways, not in a nasty way, but just like I'll stop something that might have been happening. I'm not going to explain what I mean, people will know what I mean. If something comes up this year where someone should be, they won't be going this year, but I'll just do it in a, or whatever. Well, da-da-da-da. Don't know why that's supposed to be the trumpet of the Viking. Da-da-da-da. I hope I don't do that when I go on the date. Imagine me getting drunk and him saying something, I'll just be like, da-da-da-da. You never know. Well, by the sounds of it, he's quite a laid back person, I don't think, but I don't know. I might be able to say it's all right, because I always think, you know, you've got to remember, I've had people in the past, boyfriends and that, and they've gone, oh, it's sort of nice to be jealous in a way, because then you know the person, you know, really likes you. But in the same sense, I remember once with someone, they were like, that guy keeps looking at you over there. So this was a few years back, and I was like, yeah, and I just think, you know, he said something like, oh, he keeps looking at you. I think we were at a park or something. He said, he keeps looking at you. Yeah. And he was getting really riled up about it, but there was no talking to him anyway. And I just said, I always think, why are you bothered if someone else is looking at me? Because I said, he's not looking at me, but he was like, he's looking at you. Oh, thank you. I got it for Valentine's Day for myself. Self-love. Got my own Valentine's present, even though I got it the other week. But you've got to think, like, when you're younger, sometimes you do go off your head a bit more. But I think if you're with someone, girl or boy, you know, whatever, and he was like, oh, he's looking at you. What's he looking at? He was getting dead mad. I was just like, well, I don't think he's looking at me. I don't think he's looking at me. But if he is looking at me, he could be thinking she's minging. I don't know. He could be thinking she's fit. I don't know. But I said, does it matter? If he is looking at me because he thinks I'm pretty or whatever, you should be, what's the word? You should be, you know, thinking, oh, well, it's all right because she's with me, or it's all right because he's with me. She can look all she wants. He can look all he wants because she's with me. And if you know your partner's trustworthy, they're not going to go off with anyone else and all that, you know, because that's a big thing in a relationship is trust. You've got nothing to worry about because, yeah, fix you up my cup. I don't know if you're from England, but it's from Morrison's. But I just think, well, sometimes it is nice for other people to find you attractive. Yeah, or you can do that. Because I remember my sister told me a story once when she was out in a pub and she'd gone to the toilet and she said, you know what people are like when they're out drunk. A girl had gone over to her partner and, you know, was trying to talk to him. And she said he was genuinely just like, you know, like, oh yeah, not like looking like he was interested. So she said all she did was come up the stairs. You know, she wasn't nasty to the girl like some girls, or the other way around, be like, hey, what you doing talking to my man? You know, especially when you've had a drink. Oh, you know, causing a scene. She said she just came up the stairs, went over, sort of got in between him and just started kissing him. So that's the best thing you can do. Or go, hi, hon. Hi, what's your name, sort of thing, but in a nice manner. And they'll soon be like, oh, right, no. You know? Oh, say your name. I'm really bad at reading, so I don't think I'll be able to say it. It's not a daft one, is it, where it ends up sounding like something? I can't see it now. But you know what I mean? Be proud. Because in a way, it's nice that other people do think you're attractive, because in a sense, it's like, oh, well, they think he's attractive. They think she's attractive. That's good. But they're mine at the end of the day. Whoa. Just... No, I can't say it. I'm really sorry, but if anyone can see that name, yeah, say it in a text. Is it Russian? Jack's asking if it's Russian. It sounds like a cool name anyway, but sorry, I can't say it. I'm really rubbish at reading, so I can't read that name. Unless you say it in like small sections, I might be able to. Oh, it's Polish! Yay! It's Polish. Are you living in Poland, or are you, you know, in the UK or America or wherever? No, I still can't say Szczesny. I tell you what, in Aldi, I'll tell you this, I think he was Polish. I'm not saying he was, because down the road from me we've got a Polish food shop. Oh, hi Kelly. And there's a security guard in there, and he's dead tall, but he's a bit too young for me. And a few weeks ago I went in and I was like, whoa, I said, look at the security guard. And he started talking and he had an accent, and I went, I'm sure he's Polish. Because there is a lot of Polish around here, that Aldi. And I was like, sure he's Polish. Ooh, he's really cute. And she was like, Janine, he's young. I was like, I know, but he's nice. Oh, Bradford, West Yorkshire. So do you have an accent, or you don't have an accent? Do you have an accent? But I'm sure he's Polish. We're going shopping there tomorrow, so it wasn't in last week. So I'll see if it's in this week. And did he have a... I can't remember if he had like a top knot thing, because I do like top knots as well. And I was like, and he did look a bit Viking-ish as well, so I think that's what attracted me. I don't mean he was mega young. I think he was about, I'd say, early 20s, mid-20s. Obviously, I'm 41 soon, so yes, a bit too young for me. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I was talking about then. So, British and Irish girls. My son's dad's brother's in Australia, working around with his girlfriend. I think she's Polish or something, or Swedish or something, I can't remember, and they're travelling about working. But yeah, when you're younger it's harder sometimes, you do get more jealous, but I just think if you're with somebody, someone's looking at your partner or says something, you just got to think, people open their mouth when they're drunk sometimes, so you just got to think, they're with me. And the best way to act to it, like you said, Jack, is you just go up and kiss them in front of that person. You don't have to kick off and be like, I remember once being in a pub and I went to the bar to get a drink, and this guy started talking to me, and I sort of knew him, but I knew he knew one of my friends, and I knew he knew one of my ex-boyfriends before I was with the guy that I was with in the pub. And he was like, oh, I seen you ages ago, he said, when you were with that, and I won't say the name. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with it. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, please don't speak to me, because all I could feel in the back of my head was eyes burning into the back of me of my ex, thinking, like, who are you talking to? What's he saying? Because it was a guy talking to me. He wasn't coming on to me. He was asking me about someone else I dated, going, oh, I knew him. I couldn't believe you went out with him. You didn't look like you matched, sort of thing. And, oh, do you know me, mate? Blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, but I just tried to keep it short and sweet, because I was thinking, oh, my God. Oh. And when I sat down, we're talking to him for and all this, and I just thought, Jesus, I only went to the bar. Someone was asking me just because it was a guy. Do you know what I mean? And but he was a narcissist. If it was the other way around, it wouldn't have bothered. He'd have been speaking to a woman. Not that it would have bothered me, but you just got to remember, if you're with someone you definitely trust, and you're out with him that night anyway, but you're just seeing someone, because sometimes when you go to the toilet, if you've been gone a little bit, someone might have just come in and think, oh, she's on her own, she looks nice, or he looks nice. They might be trying to look because they're drunk as well. So they go over and start chatting. And then you come up and you're like, what's going on here? But you've just got to take the better way and not kick off. Try not to kick off. Just maybe go up and kiss him. But in the same sense, going back to the story of in the park, and he said this guy was looking at me. I was just like, he's not looking, and if he is, be proud that you're with me. If you think someone's looking at me because they think I'm pretty, you should be proud that someone else thinks I'm attractive. It's not like they're shouting, whoa, she's a minger, and then he'd be like, oh. But I don't know. Whose bike? But you know what I mean? You've got to be proud. And the thing is, I always think, you can be in a relationship, but don't tell me you don't look at other people. I don't mean fancying, but you I don't mean gawking at someone, but you would look at someone and think, oh, they're attractive, man or girl, they're attractive. But you don't think nothing of it. You don't think you're going to do anything about it. It's just that they're an attractive person. But yeah, you've just got to be proud that. I mean, obviously, it's hard if someone's going up, they might be really drunk, or maybe they're just rude anyway, and they're going up and they're trying to pinch your wife's bum or your boyfriend's bum, because some people are like that and they don't care. Yeah, because that's what I mean. They're with you. They chose to be with you. But it is hard when you get someone a bit leery. Maybe they've had a couple to drink and they're trying to, pinch your wife's bum or your boyfriend's bum, or, and they're saying vile words to him, and your wife's like, the face is like, oh my God. But you just got to walk away, because, like I said, you always get people out. You always get trolls and stuff on here, and out in life you get people who just haven't got manners, and, or like I said, genuinely, someone could have just gone up because you've just disappeared to the bar. Sometimes when it's a crowded place and someone thinks, oh, she's, he or she's nice looking, I'll go and have a chat with them. They look like they're not with anyone. And then the boyfriend comes back, or the girlfriend, it's like, oh, some people go, oh, sorry, mate, I didn't know because she was on her own. That sort of thing. Yeah, but you shouldn't feel like you have to sometimes. I remember being in a pub again, this was another example. There wasn't a lot of people in this pub. We were a bit drunk, we were all dancing on the dance floor. It was ages ago, because it was that, do you remember Gangnam Style? my God, I can't believe I was dancing to it. It was dancing to Gangnam Style. And there was some lads in the corner, younger as well, because I normally attract younger guys. I don't know why, but I do. And I don't know. And one of the guys came over. I think it's because my boyfriend at the time disappeared. I went to the bar like he mustn't have known, or because he wasn't sat with me, he wasn't joining in with our dancing anyway, because I was dancing with a few of us. And he come over and he was like, oh no, he was only just talking. He was just talking and that was it. Boyfriend was over. A carrot? What did you say? I was going to say carrot, but it was pretty obvious. A carrot. I'm a carrot. This is dyed, by the way. And then he come over all like, whoa, that's my girlfriend. And I was like, calm down. He didn't even say anything. He wasn't even asked. He was saying, I think it was my birthday. And he was like, oh, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. That's all he said. He didn't go, hey, he didn't say anything sexual or anything. I was just like, oh my God, got the wrong end of the stick again. So, yeah, but there's snippets of jealousy that's good, and then there's jealousy that's not good. But yeah, there's movement upstairs. More with one of my exes would be more like someone needed to step in for me because of him, if you know what I mean. Which doesn't sound nice, but he would have done. I can't think of a situation, but I wouldn't want to get to that situation where he had to step in for me, even if it was to help me, because he was quite an aggressive person and it just wouldn't have ended well. Even if he was sticking up for me, I wouldn't have put the other person, even if the other person was an idiot, in the situation with him, because it wasn't, no. More like people have wanted to step in for me because of him, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, but I've had the other one where someone needs to step in for me because the person I'm with is not being nice to me, and like other people have gone to step in, but then they've got the backlash because they're stepping in to help me because of him being horrible. Ugh. If you know what I mean. But out and about as well. But I don't know, relationships are a funny thing anyway, aren't they? See, you'll get some people today who will, men or women, who will go home to the girlfriends, wives, whatever. They'll do the Valentines thing of, oh, oh no, but you've got to know what's right, don't you? You get people like who will go today or whenever they did, they'll have got the partner a card and flowers, chocolates, I don't know, whatever it is, a teddy bear. They're not the norm like you do on Valentine's Day. But I don't like it when people do that when they wouldn't show it throughout the year anyway. Like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, I'll just show it today. Well, you can show it anytime. Like, I mean, some people don't even do Valentine's Day, because some people will be like, well, don't do Valentine's Day because I show you through the year, even though, because it's commercialised and that a lot today, but you know what I mean. But I hate it when people just do it on that day and they don't do nothing through the year just because they feel like they have to, if you get what I mean. I know some people like that. And it's a gesture. It's not really because they think that. Yeah, it's not really because they think that. They're just doing it to keep that happy person on that day, and then tomorrow they'll probably end up being a twat, if you know what I mean. Which just poo-hoos today, because you just think, you've just done it today to, like, keep me happy sort of thing, but you're acting like a twat most of the time. So to me, that's not like real, if you know what I mean. Yeah, what do you mean? Do you mean about being jealous or something? But you know what I mean? Some people... Well, then again, some people are just not lovey-dovey and they don't like that sort of stuff. And they might get you a little something, or they might not. Yeah, but Jack, the thing is, I was like that, and I've done things in the past where I'm quite a nurturing person, and I do like being with someone, and I like doing stuff for them, because if I love them, I like doing stuff for them, and that's what they do. And it's not because you want things back, but it's nice to get things received on the, because to me it's 50-50 when you're in a relationship. I don't know. But I'm sure you're trying to put me off. Like, what was I saying then? What was I saying? Someone remind me what I was just talking about. Because you have just put me off what I was thinking about then. Who's listening? What was I just saying then? I just can't remember what I was talking about. When I was... Oh yeah, 50-50. But what was I saying about 50-50 relationships? Jack, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about because you said give and take, because I used to be like, oh, if I do this for them and I make them happy all the time, they'll always love me and they'll always stay with me. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Like I said in past videos, I might have got rid of this person at 5 weeks pregnant, but they needed to go because, we know the story. I'm not going to go into it, but at the end of the day, no, it doesn't mean because you're keeping someone happy that they're always going to be happy and they're always going to stay with you, because you think, if I keep them happy and, keep doing the things that they like, and I'm not really bothered about myself, even though I'm saying to give love, you do receive, but... Well, that's good then. Because when I said about, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jack? I don't mean you are. I'm just saying some people think if they give their everything to somebody, even if they're not getting anything back at all, of feelings or of, feeling that someone cares or anything, and you're giving your all to that person just to solely make them happy continuously, thinking that they'll stay with you. They won't stay with you. But... yeah, something was said when I was talking about zodiacs the other day, and I was watching something about the Scorpio men, because Pisces and Scorpio are supposed to be Scorpio is supposed to be, a good compatibility. Yeah, and it said that apparently Scorpio guys, they can be jealous and they can be like, overprotective and stuff, and quite like, not possessive, what's the word? I can't remember. But, and they will ask you a lot of questions to be trusting you, but they'll ask a lot of questions and they want you to... tell them truthfully, which I am anyway, because they don't want to let just somebody in, and someone who tells lies, and someone who's going to break the heart, because once you do, they don't ever want to know. They'll take it to the grave and beyond. They'll never want to know. They'll never, they'll just never want to get back with stuff, because if they open their world up to someone, which is probably like what you're saying, to give their love, they're not just going to give it to anyone and just quickly and just be like, yeah, and you can throw it back in the face. They want to make sure they're giving the right person for them, their world, that they can give them everything. And you know what I mean? And it did say that when they give their love is like passionate, it's a brilliant love. And then I got told, obviously, Pisceans are good at giving love, and that their love is one of the best loves. So, I mean, that combination would be really nice. So we'll see. But I don't know if you know what I mean. And that's probably, you saying that is like me saying, like, say I got into a relationship next. I know through the things I've seen in my past relationships, things I know for definite I don't want in my life now, because I've been through a few things in relationships where I think that is not a relationship. That is not, it might be a relationship, but it's not a relationship that somebody, me, might have loved that person, but that person does not love me the way love is meant to be. Because you don't hurt people when you love somebody. That the things that I didn't see then, I would definitely see now in a person I know. That I've been on my own long enough to know what I want now. And I know what I know at my age what I don't want, and I know what I will let in my life. And if I see snippets of these things, I don't care who it is, Viking or no Viking, I won't be entertaining any of it, because I'm better than that. I deserve happiness. I deserve my worth of what I put in with people as well, and my love, and I want that reciprocated back, not in a greedy way, but I want someone to love me as much as I love them, with trust and love and respect, and the things that you should have in a relationship. I am worthy of that. That's what I was saying about self-love today. You know, you learn to love yourself first, love will come. I do now, and I don't mean that in a big-headed way. Someone's like, oh, she loves herself. No, I mean self-worth of oneself, loving yourself of who you are. I know I've got good qualities. I used to feel, that I wasn't worthy because I got told I wasn't worthy of a person who definitely isn't worthy. It's just because they see that in their self and they try to project it on other people. It's called being a narcissist. I dated a narcissist. I'll never date one again. I'll never be controlled again. And I will see that this time, and it doesn't matter if it's someone I thought, oh my God, I won't be entertaining it, because I have self-worth for myself now. I know that I'm a good person. I know I have good qualities. No, we're not all perfect. We're not all perfect. People have arguments and stuff like that, but I know I'm a good person, and when I love somebody, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about. But I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. And make sure that if any of you watching this after whatever, you're in a relationship where someone's not treating you right, get away from it, because you deserve more. You deserve more, especially if you're putting a lot in and you're not getting nothing back. I don't mean that you have to get a lot back, but you know what I mean. Someone's treating you right. If someone's not treating you right, why are you in the relationship? Why are you putting dead energy on something? Oh, I don't know how to say your name either. I've got all these names, so I don't know how to say your name. But you know what I mean. The biggest thing is, if you're with a narcissist, it's the worst person you can be with, in my eyes, because I've been there, so I can talk about this. It's horrible. Very controlling. They'll never change. They think they're right all the time, but, if you're with someone who you just think, do you know, I put all my energy on this and I don't even get anything back, I've done stupid things. Well, it's not stupid, it's just what you do. But, like I've said this before, like if you were... Yeah, but people can say, that's all right, it's nice. Yeah, well, hopefully this date will work out. I don't know, do I? But, like making a bacon sandwich in the morning and taking it up, or making sandwiches for your fella when they go to work, or vice versa, whatever it is. Cup of coffee in the morning. And I started to think, do you know what? Why am I doing this? Why am I getting up early? This was before I had Finn and that. Why am I getting up early to make you sandwiches so you can just laze in bed longer? Why I had to get up early? Because you're expecting me to do it, and taking it for granted as well. And one day I just thought, do you know what? You treat me like crap. You speak to me like crap. Why am I doing this? To keep you happy. So when I stopped it, then what happened? Oh, you're a lazy cow, or you're this, that and the other, no good for nothing. What, because I didn't make you a bacon sandwich, or your sandwiches for work, whatever, and a brew. But I'll tell you what, you never make me a sandwich, a bacon sandwich. You never, even at weekend, even if it was like, well, I'm at work and all that. I was working as well, but like, at weekends maybe they come on a Sunday, I'll breakfast in bed for you and a cup of tea, because you do make me all my dinners in the week and all that. It's just, not that you have to, but it would have been a nice thing. Nothing like that. But as soon as I stopped, it was like, oh, you're a lazy cow, this, that and the other. Oh, you're just selfish. I'm selfish, getting up early in the morning to do your stuff that you can do yourself because you're a grown-ass man. I don't have to do it. I wanted to do it because... when I look back now, I didn't. I thought I loved you, so you do them sort of nice things for your partner. And when I stop it, I get told that. That's what I mean. You should never take anyone's love for granted, because, you just shouldn't. Because one day if they're not there, or something happens, or they go, or, you know what I mean? I need to take it for granted. It was like, you might get with someone who doesn't do all that, and they're a very selfish person, and you'll be wishing you were with the person that did do, quite a bit for you. Because I didn't just do that because I felt like I had to do it. I am that sort of a person. Pisceans are quite nurturing, and I get a lot of enjoyment of making my partner happy and smile, and like, but it would be nice if sometimes they could make me a cup of tea in bed, or breakfast in bed, or think, come on, tonight we're going out for, little things. Don't have to be anything expensive. Like, we're going out tonight for a meal because you're cooking all week. So, they might go out and rubbish at cooking. Or they could try to cook. Because even if it was rubbish, you could think, yeah, but you tried to do it. Yeah, and it's just a big thing, a slap in the face when someone just turns around and says something like that to you, and you're like, I don't have to do it. Just because I've done it every day, you assume that I have to do this every day. No, I don't have to do it. You could get your grown ass out of bed and go and make your own fecking breakfast in the morning and your own fecking tea. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to, you could help out around the house and clean. It's not me who just lives here. You live here too, and you know what I mean? You should help too. Do you know what I mean? I'm going on a rant now. I shouldn't be going on a rant because it's Valentine's Day. But like I said, if you're doing a lot for someone and you're not getting nothing back, not that you do stuff to get stuff back, but you know what I mean? They're treating like shit, basically. Shouldn't be with him. Yeah. And, if you're single and you always get a bit down, if you're ever single near Valentine's Day and you're thinking, oh God, I feel dead miserable because, it's Valentine's Day, everyone's putting the pictures up on Instagram and everywhere of what they've got. No, God, nobody loves me. Love yourself. People do love you, mates, and that. But what's stopping you from going out and buying some chocolates and some flowers and a cuddly bear or whatever it is? Rent a DVD. Don't cook tonight. Order yourself a pizza or something and sit in and just enjoy the daft, I was going to say, love things that might be on tonight that probably might make you sad because you're thinking everyone's falling in love. But just remember, not everybody in love are happy, or they portray themselves as something on Facebook and Instagram. You're seeing all these happy pictures. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. I've seen this over and over. People splitting up where you think, oh my God, I thought they were really in love. Not putting a damper on Valentine's Day. I'm just saying, don't read too much into it. It's only one day. You can buy yourself some flowers, sweets, chocolates, whatever, a new dress. You do not need a man or a woman, your partner or whatever, to bring you these stuff. I'm single. I'm doing it myself. Like I said, this was my little treat. I'm having a drink and doing some beauty things tonight. I'm going to chill out and watch if there's anything good on telly tonight. If not, I might go and pick a film on Netflix and watch that. But you know what I mean? Just treat yourself. So I'm going to go now because I've been rabbiting on. And he's getting up soon for... What time is it? Don't know what time it is. Yeah, his nana's coming in about 10 minutes, so I better go and get him up because he's having a nap. And I might come on after, I don't know, could that be 3 live chats in one day, but I'm a bit... Maybe I've got a lot of energy today because it is Valentine's Day, so if I do, I do, and if I don't, I don't. See you soon, bye.